Welcome to Angel and Fairy Insights. I'm Courtney Long, angel communicator and fairy expert, and for this message, we are working with the Ascended Masters Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and I'm calling on the divine God, source, spirit, universe, and our angels and fairies of light, asking for guidance, what would be really helpful for us. And here are our two cards. They practically jumped out. Oh, wow. First card is listen. Listen with Manjushri, and the angels right away, they're just going shh, and they're talking about you getting really quiet within yourself and listening to your intuition, and also looking at all the signs that are around you. There are some signs that are perhaps cautioning you, some signs that are showing you to go full speed ahead, and what the angels and fairies are saying is that you can trust your intuition, and you're more intuitive than you might even realize, and you have all the answers that you need. The angels are always around you, supporting you, talking to you, energetically communicating with you, and telepathically communicating with you, showing you so many signs and messages. And your soul is always speaking with you. The divine is always guiding you. Just all this beautiful higher energy of love is guiding you. And you can trust that. You can trust in the love. And they're also showing, if you're in a place of trying to make a decision, trust in the love. It's so simple to think of it this way, reflecting on love versus fear. Are you making decisions out of fear? Are you making decisions out of love and out of care for yourself or care for others? And there's been a big theme lately around self-love. And I'm hearing so many people talking about that they're really being guided to take care of themselves and to say no to requests for their time, or to say no for things that aren't in alignment with their soul, or to sometimes have to change plans or cancel plans with someone, or with a whole situation, in order to care for themselves. And so it's very much a time of putting self first in order to get quiet with ourselves and honor what our bodies need and what our souls need and what our creativity needs. Because the other thing that I'm being shown very clearly is there's some kind of creativity that wants to flow through you. It could be a new creative project. It could be just like a burst of creative energy. It could be like a breath of fresh air. It's something that wants to work its way through you. And if you're not listening, if you're not creating time for quiet or time for creativity, then this opportunity won't necessarily last forever. So there's like almost like an opening right now where this creativity wants to flow through you, maybe a divine download of information, insights, maybe for a book, or for a class, or a business, or a new creative idea, or artistic project, music project, whatever it is. You probably already have a sense of what is coming, but create time to receive that guidance. It's almost like create the space to receive a divine download. And what the angels are showing me is like we might make time to talk with a friend or with a loved one, and we might make time to have a phone call with them or go to coffee with them. And it's almost like we've got to have that same effort with our divine downloads to create time and space to receive the guidance and the intuitive insights that want to come to us and through us, especially if you're on a mission of sharing wisdom in the world or sharing messages. It's important to create time to receive them. So this could be about, receiving guidance on what your life purpose is, or what your messages to share with others through writing or teaching or through coaching. And it could also just be about creating that quiet space to receive guidance for yourself. I know I've been journaling a lot more than normal lately, and I always love to journal. It's just lately it just feels like it's top priority. And just it's kind of interesting because some days I say, no, I've got to get right to work, but I feel like that just feels almost blocked. It's like, no, I've got to actually journal first, spend a little time journaling, and then I'm like fresh and creative and energized for my work. So it's all about taking care of ourselves and our needs. And the fairies are chiming in, and they're just talking about taking care of how you feel, that it's okay to spend time on things like journaling or meditation or time in nature or exercise or your nutrition. And of course, we all know that intellectually, right? But it's another thing to actually do it and to take the time for you to make sure your physical vessel is feeling good, your spirit is feeling happy, and to make these changes in your life where it's almost like setting boundaries with yourself and with your time to really, really fully embody the health and happiness and strength and light and abundance that you're being guided to embody. So this might mean making changes to your daily schedule, but more than anything, it's about putting yourself first and listening to that intuitive guidance. And so for many people, what I'm feeling is there's a very strong theme around self-care and putting ourselves first and listening, honoring our souls. For some people, this message of listening is about fiery action, taking action, creating a big change. They're showing me an image of a lion running, like not just galloping, or I don't know if galloping is a good word for a lion, but like running full speed ahead. And there's almost like this momentum that's building for you, and it's a time to strike a match and take action, really work with some fire energy. So, and for many people, it'll be a combination of both. Take action when you have energy, but then rest and do self-care in the moments when you're fatigued. So anyhow, roll with the energy, flow with that, and listen to your guidance. I feel like there's a change that you might be being guided to make, or like a trip that you might want to take, something really exciting that you're hesitating on or maybe a little nervous to do, but you are being guided to do it. It's like, go for it. And they're showing me a bucket, like a bucket list. Do something this year that is on your bucket list, something that's really, really inspiring to you and that will take a little bit of courage to do, but you've got that courage. You were born courageous. You don't have to work to be courageous. You just have to like relax into being courageous. Let go of the fears that try to convince you that you're not courageous, because you are super courageous. That's who you are. Okay, and look at, oh my gosh, how cool is this? Next card is Freedom, Hina, and oh my goodness, freedom was a message from last week's video message. Oh my goodness. And freedom is very, very important right now. It's about giving ourselves freedom. And what the angels are showing me is doing what lights us up. So being free to be happy, being free to live your purpose, to live your passions, to share your gifts, to help others and have fun. You are free to create the kind of life that you want. You can create a life of misery. You can create a life of chaos and anxiety. You can create a life of joy and pleasure and fun and relaxation and expansion and connection and just true, genuine fulfillment. So of course, what do you want to create? I would love to hear if you have a sense of what you want to create and what vibrations you want to embody, like fulfillment or abundance or joy. And you are free to do that. It's your choice. There's nothing holding you back. And so be free. Give yourself that freedom. And it's almost about prioritizing as well, like really keeping in mind what you're all about, where you're heading, what is important to you, and then giving yourself the freedom to clear anything out of the way that's not aligned with that. Listen to your intuitive guidance, make changes in your schedule if needed, make changes in your life, but it's like listening and honoring the guidance of your soul is more important now than ever. And there's nothing holding you back. You don't have to worry about what others think, or you don't have to worry about the logistics of it all. How am I going to pay for this? Or, well, how is that going to work? The how is not up to you, right? The how is up to the magic of the universe. The what is up to you, deciding what you want and going for it. And the angels and fairies are like, they're laying out a red carpet for you. It's really cool. I see like a, what do you call it? Like an auditorium with a bunch of seats and then a red carpet down the aisle. And they're just like, here you go. It's your time. Go for it. Do it. You've got this. And celebrate. Gosh, celebration has been a theme too. I think the last several messages. Celebrate and be joyful. So, yeah, they're just like, you've got this. It's funny because I feel like the angels and fairies, I mean, by all means, they're sharing things today, but I almost feel like they're taking a step back in this moment, in this message, and they're like just watching us. It's almost like we know what to do. We've just got to do it. And then they're there to support us and almost like be our team members or be our audience members watching us and cheering us on. That is so perfect. Okay, anything else? Okay, that's it. So thank you, angels and fairies. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the voice of your soul. Make any big changes you're being guided to make. You're totally safe. And freedom, you're free. You're free to be happy. You're free to really live an authentic life and fulfill your purpose and give yourself that gift of freedom. You're the only one who can give it to yourself. Beautiful. And a very, very special invitation to join the angels and fairies and me in Hawaii this September in Kauai, Hawaii for my angel adventure and fairy fantasy Hawaii retreat. Our theme is activate your inner magic and abundance, and we do fun outdoor adventures around the island like kayaking and hiking through a magical forest filled with fairies and looking for the fairies, communicating with them. and just it's a really incredibly life-changing experience. So if you feel drawn to join us in Hawaii, check out the details. The link is below. It's CourtneyLongAngels.com/Hawaii retreat, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love for your week, and enjoy this freedom. I'd love to hear from you what this message means to you. Hope you just have a fantastic day. Sending you lots and lots of love. I'll talk to you soon.